I like a big fat steak. Get that mic spot. Can they hear us? DMB's in the motherfucking house. I don't see our stream on X, dude. Yo. What the hell's going on? I don't see our stream on X, man. You see that? Yo, can you hear me? Yo. What's going on, man?
Oh no.
Hey, our X stream ain't showing, man. Not showing. What the fuck is going on, man? Yo.
Yo.
Pay attention. Watch the screen. I got rid of Sierra Entertainment in the beginning. Pay attention.
Hey.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Let it
Did
roll.
you do something? Oh shit! Look at that, baby. Oh shit! Let's go, baby. Look at that, dude. That was good, man. That was good. That made me hard, dude. That made me a type of way.
Let's go,
Feeling
dude.
some type of way.
That's the new intro, man.
That looks good, man. That looked really good, dude. I like that. I like that a lot. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in. Welcome back to our Monday live stream. We are the Crypto Remora. We come to you live twice a week, Monday and Thursday, to keep you updated and entertained in all the crypto markets and talk about everything that's happening lately. Got a lot to talk about today. My name is Wes, and I am joined with, as always, Sierra Crypto. What's going on, Sierra? How you doing, man?
I'm good with the market, but right now, Restream and Twitter, when you go on Twitter, it's not showing our stream anywhere on X, and it's also not
Bullish.
you know, when it shows the stream, it's doing that stupid link where it doesn't show it.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna go back. I don't know why Restream, like when you go on Crypto Remora page,
Yeah.
it's not showing the stream at all. So
Really?
Viewership is down right now because of that, and I'm not.
So
happy
it's
about
not
it.
like it's not embedded in the first like as soon as you're scrolling, you don't see the video
It's
playing.
not even posted. Yeah, that we're live.
That's insane, bro. Okay, we need to.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. We need to figure that out. And I think we both agree on what kind of needs to happen here, but we'll get it situated. That's for you guys to not worry about. But yeah, that sucks, dude. I don't like that. Daniel equals first in. Let's fucking go. What's going on with Daniel, man? What's up with Crypto Groundhog?
That's not that Daniel.
Oh, Daniel.
This is our new Daniel. This is our
new
buddy.
friend. This is our new friend. What's up, Daniel?
Yeah, and then One Fast is in the house too.
What up?
And GMB, of course. But yeah, I'm on the page, and then you scroll down, and it's just nothing. It's not even showing that we're live on the freaking, like, usually the X has a red thing around it where it says that we're live, and it's not even doing that. So that is not good. So Restream is not working right now on our end for X. So
let me see something.
And we need that to work, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's got to work because that's where the majority of our people are. So
yeah, you're right. It's not. That is a problem, dude. I don't like that. Come on, man. Come on, dude. I see the title, but it doesn't show the video. That's not cool.
No, all good, and man. YouTube's giving us a problem too, it looks like, but we'll keep rolling anyway. But yeah, we're gonna definitely have to
figure that out for sure.
Figure that out because that's not cool at all.
Not at all. Not at all. How you feeling, man? How you feeling about the markets, dude? We got a nice little pump, dude. Activities going up, Bitcoin on chain activities moving. What do you think this is, man? You think we're this is due? You think we're good, or you think we're going back to those lower levels?
I'm gonna do the cryptos RS thing. Well, I will say we're at the top of that range from 82 to 88, but as you can see, we're hitting confluence of resistance at 3 trillion total global, and we're hitting resistance at 88. So I'm not surprised that we're hitting this resistance. I kind of said that we may go to the top of this range, hit our head, and then come back down, and I think that's what we're doing. I'm not, my bullish jets are not ignited from this. I'm happy. I'm glad, like
right.
It's good to see, but am I convinced with what I see so far? Hell no. We're not past 3 trillion and we're not past 88. I do like how close we are to 3 trillion and only being at 88. That ratio is good, because that shows that there is money coming in, and we're trying to break that level, but and the price being at 88. So I like that ratio, but I don't like the fact that on both spots that's where we're hitting our head, and I think it's a big deal.
I think you're right, man. There's a lot of things that are playing out here. Something that we've been kind of watching on the past live streams that are playing out. And I'm excited to jump into the charts, man, and take a look at all this stuff. There are some trade setups right now, man. So that is exciting. I hope you guys are excited for it. Getting a little bit of movement, but is the rally sustainable? Are we just going to get rejected here at 88 and come back down to the lower 80s? We'll see, man. But there's a lot of things on the charts that I'm seeing that I like. And then there's a few things that are, like we have to get past these points. But yeah, we'll take a look at that, man. Is there anything like as far as news or any post or anything we want to share?
Not really on the sentiment side. I haven't noticed much change on the sentiment side, and overall, of course, everyone's saying good morning and stuff because we're having a green morning. So the attitude overall in crypto Twitter today is better. Yeah, because people are seeing a little bit of green. But I do think we have to keep ourselves severely based in reality, and we'll look at the charts and see what the charts are actually saying. Yeah. But just from a gut intuition and looking at how long we're staying at 88, it's been there for since we started pumping this morning. We really still haven't broke that 3 trillion either. So I want to look at total global. I want to look at some Lux Algo stuff. I think if you don't mind, I'll pull up total global first, and then
go ahead, man. Go ahead for sure. Yeah, there's a few posts I want to look at as well. So yeah, do what you do, and then I'm gonna get some posts together.
While I'm doing that, we got some house cleaning. What does they do? Housekeeping. You guys make sure you hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff, please. Especially right now, help us get the stream out, because for whatever reason, Restream is not cooperating with X right now, and it's
Yeah,
not
it's
letting
weird.
people know that we're live, which is not good.
Weird.
So let me share my screen real quick. Hope you guys liked our new intro. We revised it for 2025. We wanted to edit some stuff and get the logo looking good and clean. We wanted a cleaner look and a more simple, quicker intro. And it was time, dude. It was high time to revamp it a little. So we kept it simple. We kept the integrity of the logo. The logo is so strong that you don't really need to mess with it too much, man. The logo speaks for itself. It's just a badass logo.
Well, we had a MicroStrategy that bought again, right? MicroStrategy, they bought again.
Well, there you go.
6,000, 7,000, right? 7,000 Bitcoin
then.
Almost. It was 6911 Bitcoin, $584 million worth of Bitcoin. Think about that, dude. Think about one of your favorite altcoins and look at the market cap of one of your favorite altcoins, 500 million. He pretty much bought all of your favorite freaking altcoin, dude. Scale's market cap is like 180, 200 million, dude. He just bought 584 more million dollars. That's insane to me, dude. That is how bullish he is.
In what do I always say when Michael says to buy, that Bitcoin has a dip. So I would be cautious on that. The Michael Saylor alarm just went off. Whenever he tends to buy, we tend to crash afterward. Usually,
it does happen.
Short crash, not a long term. Can you see the screen? I'm not sure. It doesn't have us on the screen. I don't know how to do that, Wes. You have to.
I got you, brother. I got you. I'm gonna zoom in on it and everything. Let me zoom in on this bad boy.
And let me pull up. So we know we're struggling at 2.9. I'm going to pull up the weekly right now and look at it.
Scroll down right there. That's perfect. Boom.
So guys, if you can see this right here, this peak up here was still below 3 trillion, right? It's at 2.950. You might as well say 2.947 to be exact. But my point is, we called this, and I called this as resistance way back here. If we go back to the 2 week, the monthly, we saw this on the chart. This is not a surprise. We knew that we were going to get resistance here, right? So what's happening is we came down. That was good. Had a bit of a double bottom. That was good. And we said once the double bottom, that's what made me think we were going to go up here to 88, because I figured we'd double bottom here and we get a bounce. Now, we did run up very sharp on this move. When you see this move, see how sharp that was?
Yeah.
Right? So that was a sharp move, and then we corrected down to 2.8, and then boom, 2.8, and we stayed there for a while, actually, a couple of days. So here's the thing. Sharp incline, sharp fall, right? Then we had a nice sideways move, which is always good. So that allowed the capital to kind of stay in the market. And this move isn't as sharp, which I actually do like. So this is actually somewhat bullish just because of the shape of it. We're not doing this dramatic, elevator, like let's just go straight up to the moon. It's not one of those. It's kind of a little more gradual. So we're going from 2.850 to 2.9, which is only $50 billion, right? So I do like that movement. That's good. But when you go to the 24-hour, let's see, even the 24-hour, the daily is what's giving me the heebie-jeebies here, because almost a double top here, right? Boom, boom. So, but your bottom there is not 2.96. Either way, it's still a good thing, dude. Like total global looks good. I'm not unhappy about it. I'm not convinced that this is the euphoria move yet. I think that it's one of those things that we have to kind of wait and see what happens but in the next 24 hours, because if we reject here again, right, and then we come back down to 2.8, that's going to significantly, and I'm switching back to the views, that's going to significantly damage Bitcoin's price in the short term. Number one, if we get rejected there, it's going to damage the price. The price is going to fall, which is going to ruin sentiment again, right? Because then people are going to go, oh shit, we just pumped and now we're just falling again, right? So this is a crucial 24-hour period, man. I think from now till tomorrow, watching Total Global, if we don't break 3 trillion confidently, and I mean by break it, I mean break above it and then have a bounce back down on it. If we don't do that in the next 2-3 days, I very, very likely see us going back down to the bottom of this range, which is around $82,000, just based on Total Global. But I would like to see, I want to see some more upfront indicators. Let's look at some Lux Algo shit. Let's see what the RSI is doing. Let's look at the EMAs. Let's get some more information first, right, guys? I'm not going to make my calls yet. I want to see some more information.
We're not going to make the calls. And something else we talked about when it comes to these whale moves like this, because don't get it twisted. Like, this is whales controlling this movement, this market right now. The whales are in freaking control. It's not the bulls, not the bears. It's the whales in control right now. And whenever they're in control, they like to psych people out, dude. It's a psychological game to them. Yeah. And so what they do is, if you notice, man, take back the last 2 months, dude. 2 months. I've been saying we need to break out. Like the charts, every time the chart looks like we were going to break out, we need to break out. We need to break out. It's coming. And then we kept getting rejected, right? We kept getting rejected. And then finally started building up some market structure. And what does it do? The last couple of weeks, dude, have you noticed? I've been kind of slowly changing my mind. Like, man, we could go down to 74. Yeah. Maybe we could go down to 7. My mind is slowly shifting, but that's what they do, man. They wait until you're like, finally everybody shifted, saying like, all right, man, maybe we are going lower. And then that is when you fucking break out, dude. That is what they do, man. And they get you because they say, oh, every time we've come up here, we're going to short. Boom, you get to short. Every time we come up here, we're going to short. Boom. Until eventually you go up, we go up there to that resistance again, and you say, well, hell, last 4 or 5 times we got rejected. I'm going to short. And what do? They break out, right? And the price breaks out, and then you get liquidated. That's what the fuck they do, man. And it just seems like to me, just knowing me, like my bullishness is getting, more of a bear every single day. And so now I'm to the point where I'm like, all right, man, like this has got to be it, man. This is the disbelief rally I think that is coming. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's there's a lot of stuff. If you're ready to look at the charts, we can do that.
Well, let's just real quick, because this is the other part of TA, you guys, especially on this channel, that we like to do. We do market analysis, we do whale analysis, we do gut feeling analysis, because all of that shit matters. People say, "Oh, don't do that." No, do that. That's your gut. You listen to your gut.
You have to.
Here's the thing. My 3 strikes on the bear side right now to keep our spider senses, to keep us aware, to keep us focused. Number 1, 3 trillion. We're at 2.9. We're at a crucial level, a major psychological level for total global market cap. Number 1, we're at 2.9. We keep hitting our head. Boom, 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 boom. We haven't got above it yet. That's number 1 to keep in mind. Number 2, our short-term range at 82 to 88,000. We're at the top of that, right? We're at the top, but we haven't broke through it. So that's 2 strikes. My 3rd strike is Michael Saylor just bought Bitcoin. That piece of, I love him to death. Michael Saylor, I love you. But every time you announce that you buy Bitcoin, the price crashes right afterwards, because I don't know how you do it, but he don't care. That's what it is. He's a whale. He doesn't give a shit. He's going to buy it up, down, indifferent. He's going to accumulate. But every single time it feels like when Saylor announces he's buying Bitcoin, we have a crash. Either the day of or after or a couple days after. So my 3 strikes right now for short-term bearishness are there, but I want 24 to 48 hours to really make that call. So making our predictions today is going to be hard. But I just wanted to say, sentiment-wise, and like what Wes is saying, if they've been toying with us for the last 2 months, don't think just because we're getting a green day automatically that they're done toying with us, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not bearish, guys. Don't get it twisted. I'm not bearish. I'm not being Garrett Soloway. I don't have the man bun on. What I'm saying is they've been waving the carrot above us, like Wes said. Every trade, every time, it's like, oh, we're going to break out. Oh, we're going to break out. And then we didn't break out. Likewise, on this pump, I'm not saying not to trust it, but I am saying those 3 things that we talked about. And if they want to get people to go long right now and they want to go back down to that range to accumulate more, they could do it. So we just have to be aware of that. Psychologically, those are my lectures for today. Just that's the psychological shit. Don't let these whales outsmart you. You got to really don't use your emotion. Like I don't care at this point if we go back down. I've learned in this market. Don't give a shit. Stop caring if you go up or down. Like, I guess I'm just kind of numb to that because I've been in it long enough. But don't care and have a plan either way. That way you don't get wrecked. And but let's see. Maybe Wes can show me something that flips my mind. But as of right now, as the beginning, I'm saying that likely back down toward the bottom of this range at 82,000.
Gotcha.
Until proven otherwise.
Excuse me. Jesus, man. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, dude. Let's go ahead and jump into it then, man. The first thing I want to do is check to make sure the screen looks okay. Yeah. All right. So let's start with the daily. This is my default chart here. Let's start with the daily. All right. And as you can see, man, this is that range that we put up what's today? Okay. This is that range that we put up on Thursday. Haven't really moved it, but we did talk about this, just going up and down, just ranging in this upward channel here. What is in my teeth? Okay.
Getting a perfect touch on that blue line, by the way. Holy
look at
crap.
it, dude. So look at it. All right. And perfect. Then that's another thing. We got a lot of confluence here, resistance. We got our 50-day moving average on the daily that acted as resistance. A lot of the altcoins are getting rejected on their 50-day moving average. I was watching Lark that was a 20-day moving average. But a lot of them were getting rejected there at the 20-day moving average. We have broken above that on the daily time frame. We've broken above this $84,000 resistance that we were watching. That was this previous swing high, right? So we're making higher highs and higher lows in this channel, and we finally just broke above 84, which is that red resistance level, right? So now I'm just going to kind of move this up. We're not done with it, but as of right now, we are above it. And we could very well, come back and retest it. And I'm kind of expecting that. But I'm actually going to move this off the chart now. The only reason I had it up there is because it was this swing point right here. And we needed to get above it. We got above it. Also, we were looking at this downward, support flip into resistance. We finally broke above that. These are good. These are good moves, man. When they're on the higher time frames like this on the daily, these are crucial moves, man. So the fact that Bitcoin has put in these nice green candles, blue on my chart, but these nice green candles, and pretty much ate up all of the bearish candles here, got above this high. Like, I feel good about this move, man. I feel good about it. And we came back, retested that 0.5, and now we're heading up. We need to get above this 0.5. And what I'm kind of expecting to happen next is for this to just keep playing out, man. For this to keep playing out. I do expect to come back and get a retest of some support here. Hopefully this can flip into support, the $84,000-$85,000 area. Let's move this up here. I'm hoping this will flip into support. Probably won't. It'll probably come back down a little bit lower, 0.618 or something. But that is the level that we're keeping an eye on, that trend continuation level, stay above it. And then we're looking at targets above this range. I mean, this range in general, right? The 50-day, let's get above that. And then we have our major swing point of resistance that is here at 90,000 and then right above us at 94. So there's still a lot of tough levels above us, man, that we need to push through. We're on the right track, dude. We're making higher highs. We're making higher lows. So technically, I mean, we are, in a bull, like a mini bull run here. You know what I mean? We've been making higher highs and higher lows since March 11th. It hasn't been crazy exciting, but I mean, we are doing that. You know what I mean? But now the biggest obstacle is going to be the 50-day and then this previous swing high point. But I do expect to come back and retest something as support to continue up. So there will be a retrace.
Yeah, I want to add to that. Basically, I agree with what you're saying. It does look good since March 11. I do agree that we definitely come back down and touch the 20-day, the turquoise, the lighter, the greener shade line. But just for shits and giggles, you know, that candle that we have right now, although we've kind of eaten that other candle, if you look over, like you said, to the far left, that other white candle, it's the line to beat. But we've got so much confluence, like you know, you've got the top of this channel we're in right now acting as resistance, which is significant because we've hit it 1, 2, 3 times. So that channel level that you have drawn in the yellow lines is significant. It's acting as support. So that zone is definitely important. And then you've also got the confluence of that downward trend where you're going to be perfectly in the middle of it. So, I mean, yeah, you've got a nice range there. If you were to measure from the bottom of the yellow range to the top of the channel, you know, how much of a price difference is that? Is it even enough to get out of bed? I don't know, but I agree with you. I don't think the uptrend is intact fully until we not only retest that 50-day, but get above it and close above it. So I think we still have a lot of work to do, and I do think we come back down in this channel. Maybe we go up a little more first, but yeah, long-term GMB, I agree. Everything is freaking bullish long-term, guys. Don't get it twisted. I'm being short-term Nelly right now. You know, because we do the show twice a week, guys. So I'm giving you the short term. You know, if you got to sell some of your shit coins to pay your phone bill like I do, you know, you got to kind of time the market a little bit when in the short term. But long term, absolutely, we look outstanding. So I'm glad GMB reminded me of that because long term, everything is beautiful.
Yeah, this is long term, man. When you zoom out and you actually look at this, you know, yeah, when you zoom out and you actually take a look at the monthly chart, one, it shows you that we're still in an uptrend, obviously, right? We're still in an uptrend, making higher highs, higher lows. But it also shows you the significance this has with what we're at right now, the current. And we could go on a little bit longer with this, y'all. I mean, this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles, 8 months until we finally broke up and got this God candle. And what are we on now? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could go 4 more months, man. Like it would suck, man, but it could happen. You know, I'm not expecting that. Whoa. But it is what happened.
What if we here. And I appreciate that GMB's not putting up with my bear shit today. He was he ain't playing
Get his ass.
Shit. So but here's the thing. I like what you just said, Wes, because what you just said is now gonna rearrange your timeline of possibly rearrange your timeline but also maybe not. Maybe, dude, could you imagine if we go sideways for 4 more months, like in this little range, 4 or 5 months? That would put us March, April, May, June, July. That would put us, dude. That would put us in August, September, October, November, December, January. That would give us a 6-month euphoria phase. If we did go sideways for 4 more months,
euphoria,
that would give us the euphoria phase.
How?
Because it would put us into August. Well, that's when it goes up to 275.
No, you're saying 6 more months would just bore the hell out of people. That's not
4 months. 4 months.
Well, 4 months.
Way. Well, 4 months is going to piss people off, but
right.
And if it does, though, but here's the thing, and then July, March, April, May, June, July. So around August, if you did get that breakout, if it did go sideways for 4 more months, and I say sideways, really, we're going to get pumps in between then. But if it did do that, bro, you're talking about August through freaking January. You'd have a 5 to 6 month euphoria freaking breakout. And that's where you could see that obnoxious $500,000 Bitcoin come into play that some people are calling. I'm calling 275, and I still think I'm conservative there. But I do still think that happens. I just don't know if we got 4 more months of sideways or not. But either way, we're looking good, man. We got plenty of time. We got good structure. Yeah. Long term, I'm glad GMB brought it up, though, because long term, I don't want to confuse our audience. I want to make sure they do know that long term, I'm still super bullish.
Yeah. On the weekly here, man, you can see that, you know, we talked about this being a downtrend on the weekly. You can see it. I mean, it's clear as day. We got our double top, and then we started going into this bearish trend here, fallen below our 20-day moving average, and that is acting as resistance now. But usually when you have these, you have your ebbs and flows. It pulls back before it continues. And right now, this looks like a bear flag, dude. Like we've come down, we're getting our movement up. We hit our 0.5, and we could see this reverse and continue back down. Well, if it does that, dude, I'm expecting a double bottom.
Yeah.
I still am in the camp that I think the bottom's in. But if anything, this would just bring us a double bottom, and before we start reversing. I'm not, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts on that, man?
I like that we touched the
20,
the 50 on the bottom.
Oh, on the bottom. Yep.
So I like that, but I also, like you said when you first started this thing, it's still a bearish movement, right? We had to fall, we had a huge fall, and then we're having a mini correction up. And we're having confluence because we're hitting our head at the 20. We're having confluence because we're hitting our head at 88,000. We're having confluence because we're at 3 trillion market cap. So for all those three reasons, I still say that the double bottom goes slightly lower than that bottom before. And I don't know what'll cause it. It'll probably be some bullshit. It'll probably be some FUD. Or some kind of news story or some kind of hack, or God only knows what they'll come up with, right? Because they'll make up a story to defend the charts.
Right.
But in reality, the charts right now are still screaming to me that little touch down there was cute. But Finkster and Sailor would not mind at all, including Trump, would not mind at all to scoop that Bitcoin down there cheaper and possibly even a little lower still. So I'm not off the table with my call of the 77 yet, but I am impressed that that bounce was as huge as it was. I'm not confused about it. I know it's meant to happen, but I think this is a crucial week. Ides of March, we're getting through the March thing, dude. This is a big, big week. Whatever happens at the end of this week and into April is going to significantly show us what's going to happen. And I do still think that we go down. I do think your double bottom call is good. I would not argue with that at all. I don't know, man. I feel like we have one more time. We need to get that wick like we had in the past. If you go to that orange circle on the back pattern, go back to your left, the orange circle candle. Okay, now look below that, the candle right next to it. You see that wick down there? And it was a bullish wick. Yeah, you see that wick? See how it sliced through?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And if that were to happen, can you see where that would put us on the blue line? Like if it were to happen now, if we were to go all the way to the bottom of the 50 and slice down,
it would be touching that 73, 74,
which
level.
Is 74.
Yeah,
see,
which is my absolute bottom, dude. I don't think we go anywhere lower than that.
That's what I want. That's all I want, because then my $77,000 level gets wiped out, and then the $73,000 level gets wiped out. We're retesting previous resistance, which is freaking beautiful. I hate to say that I want $73,000 to $74,000 Bitcoin, but that's a long line too, Jack. I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to buy it at that price. But the thing is, can they push it down there again? Are we out of the woods yet? I say we're not out of the woods. I think that the 20 rolls over a little bit, comes a little lower, just like it did in that previous pattern, right? It had the nice wave up, and then they both kind of came down a little bit, and they got closer together. I think that's exactly what you're going to see play out here. The EMAs are not going to be any different than the past move. If anything, it'll be a little bit stronger than that previous move, because look at the wave. If you look at the EMA shape, this one was stronger than the last one, meaning the averages were further apart. So you had more price action, which was a higher, a bigger move. So what I think is going to happen, we're going to have a nice longer sideways and down with the 20 EMA. And the 50 likewise will be kind of going up a little bit like it is right now. And then they'll pinch together real tight. So that tells me within the next couple of weeks, is when we could possibly see that little wick where it just slices below that level. So I would say within the next 3 weeks, if that doesn't happen, 3 to 4 weeks ish, if we don't see that $73,000 to $77,000 Bitcoin, then that ship may have sailed. But I'm going to still keep it on the table for now, for the next 2 to 3 weeks at least.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking that off yet. But I do agree with you. We're looking strong. We're looking sexy. But we need to keep it rolling, man. We need to keep it. We need a little more gusto.
So I, while you were talking or whatever, I was looking at. I've been obsessed with this, dude, since we came into the zone. But just the similarities, man. There's a few things that are different, but there's a lot more similarities from this and where we're at right now. The only difference is there was really not much of a difference. But what I was looking at on the RSI and the MACD, you can see if we were to look at and compare where we're at right now, just touching that red line, we got a nice move up. So I'm expecting this move that we're in right now. I expect to go to 90 to 92,000 before we start heading back down. Now, this is the weekly chart, man. On this chart, I'm saying in the next couple of weeks, I expect to go to 90 to 92,000 and then possibly reject and come back and retest some lower levels. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of similarities, man. So if this played out now, how this played out back here, the first time we hit this red line that we've never gone below in a bull market, first time we hit that was right here. All right, and then on the daily, the first death cross we got was after that. Our MACD cross was before the bear. This one was after. So there are some similarities, but there's a lot more similarities than there are not. So I'm just saying, comparatively, if this were to act in the same way, you could expect a nice rally from here going up to 90 to 92 before coming back down and hitting our double bottom. So on a weekly, man, just kind of comparing these together, like I think that is a high likeliness.
Yeah, Daniel says that there's a lot of liquidation down there. Shout out to Daniel. We're gonna check out the liquidation level. Thank you for bringing that up for us.
Let's check.
I think that's important to do. Keep an eye on all charts, all indicators.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, while Waz is pulling that up, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We do this every Monday at 12 noon and Thursday nights at 7 p.m. So twice a week, once in the beginning, at the end of the week. Make sure you check out GMB's Substack. I think he had to head out early today, but check out his Substack. We have links on the page. Go to cryptoremora.com. We got all kinds of stuff on thecryptoremora.com, and it gives you all our links.
All right. From a liquidity standpoint, can you see this?
No, I still see the charts. I don't see the liquidity yet.
Let's do this.
I got my smart glasses on.
Look at all that freaking liquidity, dude.
Okay, so where are our levels at, buddy?
All right.
We got to look at this shit.
Oh, Hyperliquid whale tracker. Look at this down here, man. They got a new little thing here. All right, so yeah, this is the 48-hour liquidation heat map, and you can see we got a lot of liquidity below us, man, which would align with what I was saying. We need a nice retest on 84.85 is what I say. 84.85 would put us down here. That's 84,000 right there. So there's a lot of liquidity from where we are now to 85,000. So that is in my opinion, dude, I think that's where we're going next. I don't think this rally continues up. I think we go back to 84 to 85,000 retest, which is healthy, and then we continue up.
So that you're telling me the deep yellow levels on the bottom, the deepest levels there is only at 84?
Yeah, so this goes all the way down. The yellow fades out. It's like a greenish yellow. It starts fading out 83,000.
Okay, well, that's actually not bad, though. I mean, look, if that's only taking us to the bottom of this range, that's actually a good thing. But what it tells me is we go from 88 down to 84, and then guess where we go again? Look, back up to fucking 88, like right. Sideways.
Yeah, and there's a lot of liquidity here, man, underneath this. So the pressure is to the downside, man. Like this is our lowest level. This is the weekly heat map, and 80,800 is that last.
That
Like
big
people
one
are gonna
down
get
there.
fucking wrecked, dude. Almost $100 million in liquidation. So
Well, that's definitely something to keep your eyes on,
yeah,
because look, if
for
that
sure.
here's the deal. And Wes, so you're saying that deep or that long line, Jack, on the bottom, that big long yellow line is at 80,000.
Yeah, let me zoom this out a little bit.
And
Sorry, guys.
look how close. Look at that double bottom at the beginning of the run all the way to the left. Look at how close that double bottom came without touching that level. In other words,
Look, dude, like we had, and these things are insane how they play out. Because if you look back here, our deepest yellow was here. Where did we go, man? We went right to it, dude, before hitting a double bottom and started to move up. But
oh, they're definitely bringing us down, buddy. There's no
but
way
I mean,
around.
dude, the liquidity was to the upside like a week ago, and I just knew it, dude. I knew we were going to reverse, and we just didn't do it. Like sometimes it doesn't play out, man. But I mean, what, like 8 times out of 10, it usually follows where the liquidity is.
Yeah, I mean that's just another that's 4 strikes. I got 3 strikes. This is number 4 that we go down there. It doesn't mean we go down there today. Hell, we could have a breakout for a couple weeks and then go back down and retest the shit. These markets are crazy. One thing's for sure, Bitcoin is definitely doing whatever the hell it wants to. There's no rhyme or reason right now. I mean, the shit it's staying on course on the 4-year track, but as far as the short term goes, it's definitely doing what it wants. But I do think we got to keep our heads calm and realize that liquidation level down at 80,000, that could play out, and that would be confluence with the 50-day moving average. I mean, that just all roads point to me wanting to go back down there. It's just I want to go down there. I want us to
I think
cool
a
off.
lot of people do, man. I think there's a lot of people that would rather us. And you said it so good, man. The last stream that we had, you said, dude, would you rather, if you had 2 options, would you rather just fucking go ahead and go down there and be done with it, or would you want to drag this out and slowly grind to the downside? Like, we want to go ahead. If we're gonna go there, let's just go ahead and do it, man.
Yeah.
Like they're just slowly pulling the Band-Aid off, man. And like it sucks, dude. But we're starting to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel. At least there are some trade setups that we can focus on, man. That is my thing, dude.
Yeah.
I hate looking at the chart and just there's like no trade setups, at least for me.
And just let me say one other thing too, to give everybody hope. Here's the other thing. You can see my hands because I'm Italian. I got to talk with the hands. On that first pattern, it went up like I can't do it with this hand too, but just imagine like this. It's going up like this, and then it curved down, and then they pinched together on the first one. Now, on the second EMA pattern, you're doing the same thing, but look what's happening, guys. We're already curving over, okay? So the curve is already starting to come over. The 50's coming up to the 20. The 20 is going to come down a little bit, just like we had back there. And what's going to happen is we're going to slice through it a couple times. I think we get the wick down below. I think that wick takes us to $74,000. And after that, this pattern's almost done. Like, in other words, once the EMAs get tight again, it's almost like a Bollinger Band play, right? When the 20 and the 50 get that close and the price is just fucking right in between, what happened? Boom, massive breakout. So we're already through the worst of it, guys. Look, we already had the big pump. We already had the big dump, right? Now we're waiting for the bands to tighten up. We're waiting for that little bit of price action in between those two, and that's it. So really,
I would say this is exactly where we are.
I would give this this is the weekly, correct? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. I would say, where you right exactly where Wes has it. Me and him are seeing eye to eye on this. I think that's exactly where we are. I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Possibly between, a month, 3 to 7 or 8 weeks, 3 to 8 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks, a month or two of a little more of this sideways boring shit. But in that sideways boring shit, if we can go ahead and knock that 77,000, get a quick wick, scare the bejesus out of your mother who just bought Shiba Inu, scare her one time, right? Scare the shit out of all your Litecoin holders, make them freak out. Just for a day or two,
Yeah.
Wipe that level out. And guys, we're off to the races. We're already been through the hard shit. That was the hard shit. Well, we just went through that fall. That was the biggest fall, in my opinion. The fall from where we are now
Right
to
here.
77 ain't shit. Yeah, that ain't nothing.
Yeah.
So let's just keep focused on the long term. We're in a great spot. If Bitcoin goes lower, if the alts go lower, you have another chance to accumulate. But this pattern, in my opinion, we are through the heat of it already. So all you got to do now is wait for that action, that pinball shit that happens in between the EMA. You could see it in the last pattern. It pinballs, right? The price just goes ding, 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 ding in between the 20 and the 50. And that's what's going to happen on this next move. I'm almost certain it's going to play out just like the last one. And then we're going to have the breakout. And when this breakout comes, I think that $120,000 Bitcoin is the obvious level that we've been saying, Wes. What is your call for this breakout? When we finally do have the run, where are we headed? That's where we need to start thinking. We should be measuring and extrapolating bullish targets at this point because we're almost, I
would say
from there to there.
Yeah, just for like a bare minimum kind of deal here.
That'll bring you to 120 to 150, maybe.
Yeah, that's like 135, something like that. So I'm expecting that. But I mean, dude, what I mainly expect from this next move on the higher time frames, on the monthly, I think that's going to be our top. So do we have time to go sideways a little bit longer, range, a little bit longer? Absolutely, we do. Especially if we're going to get a nasty freaking, move to the upside, man. Like I think it's going to be insane, dude. People are just not expecting it.
Is this the top that Stefan was calling though? My boy Stefan in crypto Twitter was saying
the
120.
Next move. Yeah, the next move will be the top, I think. Yeah,
the cycle
of the cycle. Yeah, and that's why I say like we have a little bit more time here. Again, guys, this is my kind of prediction.
Wait a minute. So the top's going to be 120.
No. I didn't say that. Okay. What I'm saying is the next move. Like, see, we got to move up.
Oh sideways. Yeah. Okay.
Move up,
all right.
Sideways. I think the next
top of the bull market's 120. I'm like, I'm going home. I quit.
Yeah. So I think that the next move, once we break above and make a new all-time high, that move, wherever we get up to and land to, that's going to be our top. And again, I'm in the camp of what have I been saying? Like 160, 140 to 160.
Yeah.
I still believe that. I mean, I don't know, man. That's just what I think.
Well, it's definitely interesting to see because look, the way you drew that is in a picture perfect world. That's what would happen. But something tells me from the looks of this chart that we're about to do another long, painful grind sideways. Yeah. It's shaping up for that. But the thing is, here's the thing. Would you rather go to 120?
I already know, dude.
Would you rather go to 120 in the next 3 to 6 weeks? Or hear me out. If I put it on the table like this, if I said we got to go sideways for 3 more months, but when we break out, we're not going to break out to 120. When we break out, we're going to head up to $200,000 if we go sideways for 3 to 4 months. Or I could trade you right now and say, all right, we could go sideways for 2 months and you'll get the guaranteed 120,000. Which would you rather have? Would you rather have 4 months sideways and go to almost 200, or would you rather go sideways for 2 months and go to 120?
Bro, you already know my answer. The longer that I can keep accumulating, the better off I am. So like, this is nothing for me. Like if we can range between fucking 90 and 60 for all I care. Like to me, that is opportunity. So that's how I feel there. But there's people out there that this is their first time. You know what I mean? They're not looking at it like that. They're looking at it like, is this thing really legit? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, so to us, it's simple, but to them, it's But I mean, that's why we even decided to do this channel, man, is because we've gone through that. We know what that feels like. We've round tripped the bags. We've bought at the top. We've done it all, man.
Yes.
We've done it all. And that's kind of what motivated us to do this channel, is to help the next people that come in to not do that. So, you have me that is a little more conservative on that side, and then you have Sierra that's fucking mega bullish, but maybe he's a little bearish in the short term.
I am.
And I think a well-rounded view, with us.
Here's the thing. My target my target of $275,000 does not come without pain and suffering, right? The reason I say we get that euphoric run is because so many people are going to get set aside. They're going to get bored. They're going to get time capitulated. They're going to get financially capitulated. Yeah. They're going to get liquidated on trades, right? So I still, 275 absolutely on this cycle. I know it sounds crazy right now because of where we are, but the reality is this looks great on paper. This target breakout of 120 to 140 looks great if in a perfect world. But if this don't play out like it looks, then I don't think we go down. So where do we go? Sideways. So if we end up going sideways longer, bro, that's going to just, that's going to cement, that is, in my opinion, that's just going to cement my call even further. If we go sideways another 2-3 months, then by the end of this year, when we do get that breakout towards the end of the year, October, November, December, bro, you want to talk about a God candle? Forget that little candle right there. That ain't going to be shit. You're going to see the epicness of Bitcoin that everybody thinks that Bitcoin can't do anymore, right? Because it's mature and it's, on Wall Street, right? Everyone's going to think that, oh, it's not going to do that again. Dude, I'm telling you, $275,000. That's the road we get there, is a long, boring sideways road. But at the end of that road, it's violent. And it's just like Bitcoin's like, oh yeah, watch this shit. Boom. And that's what I'm expecting, dude. That's really what I think that move, that big major money move that I say that gives us I call it the euphoria stage. That move is very short-lived. 3 to 6 months at the most. But I think that is where all the price action happens. That's where all the money is made. So if you're in right now and you're buying on the way down, you're buying on the way up, just hold tight, man. Because me and Wes both agree that 120 is not the top, dude. This next move is not the top. Not yet.
I don't think so. Now, will I be taking profits at 120? I might take like 5%, 10%. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with taking
not a bad move. Not a bad move to do that either, just in case, to take some in case we have a cool down. Because we could go to 120, have another little cool down.
Yeah.
But definitely exciting, dude. We're getting so close, dude.
Yeah, we are.
Getting so close.
The extension takes us up to 167. So for this move, from the swing low to high and then back down, the pullback, that top extension is the 1.618, which is 167,000. So, and then the one below it is 148. The one is 132. So these are the levels I'm looking at, man. This could be target 1, 2, and 3 for me. As far as like DCAing out is just kind of the numbers I'm looking at. But let's look at it from a well-rounded point of view here, guys. I mean, we are still in an uptrend on the monthly. We're still in an uptrend, right? Higher highs, higher lows. Getting a nice green. It's blue on my screen, but it's a green candle on the monthly. So we're in the right direction. We're headed back up. This is a bear flag, man. We come down. We're on our third wave, and fourth wave is the pullback. And a lot of times that'll bring you back down when you're in a downtrend. This is a bear flag technically. So we're looking for this in an overall uptrend. This is a downtrend. We're looking for this to possibly get rejected here at the 20 on the weekly and come back for a double bottom. So that's what I'm looking at on the weekly. And then the daily lines up with that, right? We're at the top of that range. We got rejected on the 50. And so there are some trade setups. There are some opportunities here. And what I expect on the daily is to come back down. This is our support level, 84. So we could come back, retrace the 84 before we continue up. So, these are just the levels to be aware of, man, to be aware of. The 20 sitting at 85. But what I'm expecting from this move is a pullback either to this, flipping this back into support, which would be the bottom of that's at 85.8. But I do think we pull back before we keep going up.
Something interesting too, Wes. I agree with everything you just said, by the way. That candle to the left, that's the bullish pin bar, the huge bullish pin bar, that one. You just had your mouse. Yep. Yeah. So if you go up from that one, go to the next blue bullish pin bar to the right there. So here's my thing. look at the confluence of how tight this shit is getting. You have this rising channel, you have that level right there, and then you have the 50 as resistance. Like, you got so much confluence happening all at once that I do think that solidifies the resistance cap, right? I think that's like 3 confluent levels just going to say, you know what, go back down. You need to go back down and cool off. And unless we have a major breakout with a lot of strength, I still say I see this as everything's just getting right in that range, man, to have a little bit of downward, but we're paying our dues, man, and it's healthy. Like, it's good. We reset the indicators. We had a bounce. Everything the chart's doing right now, I can't complain about. Everything looks actually like it actually looks good for once, healthy. It doesn't look like sporadic and shit. Like we had a downtrend, right? Now we're having an upward correction move. That's good. And it's like starting to even out. Like Bitcoin's actually starting to just trade normal, quote unquote, normally, instead of all that psycho shit, man. The last 3 months, it's just been psychotic. Like, you could bitch because the price is going down or it's not going up fast enough, but the market structure and the trading opportunities, like you just said, man, Bitcoin's looking fantastic right now. So even if it goes down, guys, don't if you're new, I know down means bad, up means good. You got to lose that shit. You got to lose that mentality completely.
Yeah, I would say that's the first thing to do is lose that mentality. Yeah, that's the first thing I would work on.
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Down means good. Up means shit. It's time to get scared.
Yeah, well, they're both good.
That's it.
Dude. You remember we were talking about that? It's like during the bear market, it's freaking easy, dude. You just buy, like
buy whatever.
Every week you get paid, just buy DCA. In the bull market, that is when the stress really comes on.
It's
and
scary, dude. If you've round trip your bags like Wes and I did, which means if you're new to crypto, round tripping means you bought in early and then you watched your portfolio go all the way to the top and then you just didn't hit the sell button, right? You just watched $1,000 turn into 30,000 and you're like, oh, I'm rich. And then you didn't hit the sell button. Okay, that's what Wes and I did last cycle. So we both learned a very painful lesson not to ever do that again. Hopefully we will not ever do that again. And hopefully we prevent you guys from doing that, because holding on to something that you think is going to go higher is more harder to not do than it is to sell because you're scared. So I don't know. I fucked that all up, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the hardest thing for us to do, because we were holding our bags and we're determined. We're like, wow, look, it's working. You know, look, it's working. And then if you don't hit that sell button, it didn't work, because then you didn't get out in time, and you have to learn how to do that too. And that's a hard thing to do. So it's both sides. The bear market's easy to buy. The bull market is easy to make money, but only if you take profits, only if you hit the sell button. And we'll look at the Crypto Remora chart as well, the specialty chart, in a minute.
Yeah. So let's jump into some lower time frames, guys. This is looking pretty good. We had our resistance here. That's flipped into support. You can see I didn't hit it exactly. These things usually don't hit it exactly, but it got right to it. And then we're still in this channel here. So this was our resistance, that red bar. I marked that from this swing high. We needed to get above that. We have gotten above it. And now we just need to come back and retest it. And I think that is going to be, I don't think 86.8 is the retest. I think we get our retest from this area, which is the 84.85 that I was talking about. So I am expecting a retest to 84.85, and then we continue up. But we need to break out of this range, and I think that's going to be the opportunity there on the 4 hour. So this is our main structure here on the 4 hour. And the reason I like the 4 hour and the 1 hour and the 15 is because they all line up. The 4 hour is your main chart, right? That's your main time frame. And you go to the 1 hour, it goes into the 4 hour 4 times. How many times does the 15 minute go into the 1 hour? 4 times. So I like looking at the 4, the 1, and the 15 for my trades. And I think that there is opportunity here for sure on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour. Let's see what that is.
So are you saying potential wait for it to get to the top of that yellow channel and then short? Is that what you're saying?
I think with this bearish candle here, right? With that
Yeah.
bearish candle, and then now we're eating this green candle. I think that the opportunity is here.
To
If you're-
short.
Yeah, to short. But what I want to see is this is the 1 hour, so we'll refine it on the 15. But yeah, if we close this candle out and it eats that green, and then we start, getting another bearish candle, I would probably look to go short. See, like right now we got a double top, so this would be where you want to put your trade in. Let's look at this. This is what I would look at. I would probably look something like this. He goes back here. Yeah. So if we get this red candle and it breaks below this line, let's see, we got a double top. Boom. Double top.
Getting an indecision candle right now. Indecisive.
Yeah, and break below it, come back, retest. That's probably when I would put my short in. And my first target would be this one, 85.6, and then 84. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm watching now, man, on the short term. Again, this is the 15-minute, guys, but we're looking at our 1 hour trend and our 4 hour. The trend is bullish right now, right? So you're probably wondering, like, why the hell would you trade short right now? Well, that's because we're in this channel and we're at the top of it. We just had a massive push, so I'm trying to catch that reversal, even if it is just a correction. There's still money to be made on that correction before continuing to the upside.
And you could go after this candle. Like, let's say this candle closes right here on the 15-minute. You could continue to the upside again and tap that top of that channel with a wick again, like you did on that last one.
Yeah,
they could run it up there first before you have the pullback. So either way, I would keep my eyes open, like Wes said. Watch this current candle fairly close. But yeah, dude. There's definitely, at least there's some shit to trade now. Like you said, it's not so radical. At least you have some movement, some volatility to be able to trade.
Let's see what Lux says, and then we'll get some targets here. I feel like I don't use Lux enough anymore, man. Like it's such a good tool, and it's right there, and I just don't use it enough. So we just hit our first take profit. Let's make sure it's lined up here. 13 on the 4 hour. Yeah. So yeah, we had our buy signal come in back here. You can see we hit that order block, and then we started pushing up. Got our buy signal. The trend catcher was confirmed. 50 drawings. So the trend catcher was confirmed. We flipped green on this line, and as you see, we came back and pulled, had our pullback and retested it. That is usually when you want to go long on these things. Like, you get your signal here. You wait for that pullback, and then you take your trade. But it didn't confirm on the smart trail, but still, just with that confirming, that's enough for me, man. Like, that would have been an incredible trade opportunity right there. But we hit target 1. Target 2 is going to be 91,000 on the 4 hour. Drop it down on the 1. Sweet. Target. So on the 1 hour, our second target's 90,000. So everything's pointing towards that $90,000 level so far, at least on the short term. But as you can see right now, man, we're putting in a bearish candle. So we'll see.
The red candle starting it, yeah.
Yeah. And so what Lux is saying is a break below 87 would be possibly an opportunity to short. We have a fair value gap back here at 86. So I would be cautious right here. I mean, we're in the reversal zone in that cloud. So maybe we do come up to 89, but I think that there could be a short opportunity here soon on that pullback, on that correction. So if you don't trade corrections or pullbacks, don't try to trade that, because you're gonna wreck yourself. But so far, man, it's looking good, dude. Top target 89. We'll see.
I like that. I've got no disagreements with that, and I personally am not going to be trading right now. But I will say this: that structure looks good. You're starting to, you can see the red candles faking to the downside right now. When you're trying to trade these short time frames, a lot of times what you'll see happen is, like with this candle that's happening right now, you'll get your bulls that are doing that, right? They're just go, oh, look, we're going down, right? And so what'll happen, you're convinced, you're like, yep, we're going down, right? And then this candle that's forming right now will literally psych you the hell out. Like,
yeah, on the lower
go,
time frames. Yeah.
right. It'll just go like, oh no, we're going. And then all of a sudden you're headed back up to that freaking 91,000. You get wrecked.
Yeah.
So me personally, I'm not trading it right now, but I say this plays out all day, right? Because the capital's already in. Let me look at the total global again real quick before I say that. But what I'm basically trying to say is it tends to be, and total global's at 2.980 installing. So and we're under 88 on CoinGecko right now. So we are definitely hitting our head. We are definitely gonna, most likely, I say, definitely going to have a cool off. But do we have enough gusto to go
We could
up?
have already got it, dude.
Do we have enough gusto to go up to 91 before the cool off?
I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here because on the 15 minute, we got a buy signal. Yeah. Look, we got our buy signal that confirmed, and the smart trail is blue with targets to the upside. So, and then look, we came back and retested the trend catcher here. So, I mean, I don't know, man. This could have been the pullback that we were kind of thinking. And again, dude, you look at the 4 hour, 1 hour, and then drop down to the 15 to refine your entry. And I don't know, man. With targets to the upside, dude, like it might be a good time to long here. Actually, we might continue up, dude. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know.
I that's why I said I'm not trading it personally, but I do think that very likely we could go up to 90 or 91 before we get the cool off. Like I was trying to say with the total global, when you're at this level and the money's parked, which it is, money's parked, but where is it parked? 2.980, right? So you're parked, but you didn't break 3 trillion, you didn't break 88, you're hitting resistance all over. So is it likely to go up to 91? Sure, on a fake out. But if we're still below 3 trillion, I would definitely be ready for that short. It's just such a,
it's tough, man, because on the 4 hour, we're in a uptrend, right? But then the more you zoom in, you can see that, man, this uptrend is like, it looks to me like it's going to get exhausted really soon.
yes.
So, I don't know. I'm expecting more pressure to the downside more than anything.
It almost looks like we're ready to go sideways too. If you look at the blue, the last time we plateaued way back at the bottom of this move, we kind of had that plateau and curved over. It looks like that's what she's wanting to do right now. Like we just had a nice run, a nice long run, right? Now she needs to kind of plateau and go sideways and lock in these prices. And that would actually be good. If that were to happen, that would be a good thing.
Money flow is looking good, man. We got some dark green here. We're above the threshold, so it shows that money is looking good, at least the big money. But we got bearish divergence up top. So yeah, I think that we come down a little bit before we continue up. That's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I think it's a 24 to 48 hour thing. I don't think this is the next hour or two we're going to have this breakout to 91. I think we're going to slowly until Asia wakes up at 8 o'clock. I think we're going to have a lot of sideways boring shit for the next couple hours and just kind of chop. But who knows, man? Maybe Asia comes through at 8 o'clock when they're getting up, 8 or 9 o'clock for us. When the other side of the world wakes up and they're doing their thing, they might say, oh, let's go, and then they get that. That's what happens. You push that price up to 91, 92. And then tomorrow morning for us on the East Coast, we get that retrace and settle back down.
Yeah. There is, Jesus, man, look at that. I mean, this looks so good, dude. This is the 4 hour. So we got our targets to the upside, and you see how Lux Algo puts your target right below the order block. I'm kind of looking at this like a retest of this area, maybe a little bit lower, which would be the 0.5 on the 4 hour. So if we come back to 85, 86, y'all, I think that would be a good opportunity to long. But in the short term, I think we pull back a little bit.
Bullish candle on whatever chart you're on now. The 4 hour is actually bullish. That red candle is even bullish. That's a bullish pin bar printing out right now. So, that's a little deceiving too, because the 15-minute looks bearish. The 4 hour looks bullish to me. That's a nice cool off candle, but it's a bullish pin bar. So that could be a continuation pattern. I mean, that right there on the 4 hour actually looks better than I thought, which would put us right around 8 o'clock. No, probably about 5 o'clock, between 5 and 8 p.m. tonight, of possibly being up at, having a breakout and going up and hitting our head.
90,000, yeah.
89, 90,000, and then having a cool off, depending on what Asia decides they want to do. If they want to.
Yeah. So I'm going to call it, man. I'm going to say sometime today, soon, as far as the charts says, I'm going to say that we pull back possibly to 85, 86, and then we continue to the upside. And I think we could go to 90 or 92,000, man. That's my next, that was my next targets here. And the reason that is because of this swing high. This is our next order block, 90 to 92.
And I'm going to be slightly more, I think I'm going to be slightly more bearish, and I'm going to say that we don't get to 91, 92, only because we're losing steam on total global.
Yeah.
We didn't break 88. I'm going to say we don't see 91, 92 tonight. I think I'm going to go on the bearish side. And now we're giving targets for Thursday because here we are Monday morning. So you're thinking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 72 hours. Where would that put us? That would give us 3 candles on the daily chart. So in 3 candles from now, I would say that we have a cool off, we have another run, and then we have another cool off. So I would say by Thursday, we are probably, where's the middle of the body of the candle on this chart? The farthest right candle, what's the exact middle of that?
87.
Yeah, that's where I say we are by Thursday.
87?
I say we go up, down, up, and by Thursday's night, we're around 87, 88 again. Yep. Boring. I know. Not a boring call. I mean, not a very exciting call, but I think that we chop. I think we're in the chop zone again.
All right. So what I think here is I'm definitely more bullish, man. I think that, coming back, retesting the 20, and now we're just kind of wedged in between the 20 and the 50. Nice momentum to the upside, but I do think we're due for a nice pullback, which again, I think is going to be about 85. That's when I'll probably take a trade. And I think by Thursday, we're around 90K.
That's a good call too. And I'm 50-50 with you on it. For whatever reason, I'm thinking it's mainly because of total global. I don't like the way total global looks right now. It's pissing me off. Yeah. We should have broke 3 trillion today. There's no reason we shouldn't have, right? I mean, if we're so uber bullish, we should have had no problem, but we just didn't. We just got a hard rejection. And, you're $20 billion away from it, which is not that big a fucking deal. It ain't that much money in the grand scheme of the world. It's like, come on, dude. So in my opinion, the measly 20 billion, 30 billion that we needed to push us above that level, come on, y'all. Come on, whales. I know you're all good for it, Finkster. I know you got 20, 30 bills sitting on the side in the couch, right? They could have done it, and they didn't. And that's why I'm saying I'm more on the bear side, only because of that. That's the only reason. But the charts look fantastic.
Yeah, they do.
Bitcoin looks great, dude. I'm very happy with the charts. I just I'm keeping grounded in reality, and I think by Thursday, will probably be very similar to where we're at now, which is going to bore the shit out of people, dude. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish I had better call for you, but that's just what it is, man.
On the 15-minute, guys, this is our 15-minute chart. We've already gotten our double top, so we've kind of missed that opportunity to short here. On the 15-minute, what I'm kind of looking for is another retest of this area, and that's going to determine whether or not we go to the upside or to the downside. But I think that the call here is if we get rejected, that's when I would probably be looking to go short when we break below this. Or if we go above it, I would look for the retest and then go long here.
Yeah, that's a good call.
But it looks good, man. We're getting 3 bullish candles back to back. We need to break above this, man. We've already hit a double top. Let's see if we can get above it. But I feel good about it. Looks good, man.
Good calls. You got some announcements to make. We got Blowfin links in the description, you guys. Make sure you go to cryptoremora.com And Wes's Web3 gaming project launches today, right?
Today, man. It's today, dude. So, yeah, at Sokin 404, capital SOKAN 404. Sokin Beat Battle goes live today, guys, on Hyperplay. So, super excited, man. It's going to be a busy, crazy day. I got to go pick Liam up here from school, but it's going to be a busy day, man. So, go check that out. It is a play to earn. Really cool, man, how they integrated the music and stuff. Sierra, you would love it. So we'll be announcing that. There is a Zeely campaign that is going on. We just launched our sprint. I believe it's live now. I think I said no, at 2 o'clock. So 2 o'clock, the Zeely campaign goes live. So keep an eye out for that. That's just to kind of reward the OGs, the early birds there. But that is all for today, man. Anything else you got, Siri?
Just Daniel was making a couple comments. He said New York, Wall Street's back from lunch. One more pumped and down. I fucking love it, dude. Let's go. That's how Wall Street works. These assholes go to lunch. Cheddar Bob's in the motherfucking house saying, we are so close to April, boys. Best month for crypto. In my experience, staying locked in just in case.
Let's go.
I agree, dude. That's what I've been saying at the beginning of the show. Let's take the charts down for a minute. Here's the thing.
I'm going to teach Siri how to do this, y'all. Don't worry.
We are at the ends of the Ides of March, the bullshit shittiest, the Ides of March. It's bad news March for the stock market. We're at the end of that. We're at the end of it for crypto. Bro, things are looking so good. We're out of that second pattern. Like, this is not the time to give up. This is the time to lock in. Like Cheddar Bob's saying, this is it, man. This is your last little correction on this bigger move on the bigger time scale. 160 top is what Daniel said. I disagree. Not that
he's around my area.
Not that 160 is a bad top. It's not. It's good. But you guys are misunderstanding the greed factor, because
FOMO.
You got the FOMO. The FOMO will push us to 275.
I agree with you, Daniel. I think my call was 140, 160.
And Daniel's right. Daniel is dead on about his target, and you are too, Wes. But what I'm telling you guys, what you got to weigh back in, the Christmas time, the October, November, December, baby. If it happens during that time, that greed and euphoria comes in. Think about this, dude. Remember Mitch? You know my buddy Mitch. He said, "Man, I should have listened to you, bro. I should have bought Bitcoin, man. You told me to buy that shit around 15,000, man. You told me." That's what he said to me. And I said, "Dude, you're not too late." He's like, "Yeah, I am. It's at 100 and it's already 102, 109." I was like, "Bro, you're not late. Like, you still get in. It's still going to go up."
Right.
And he just think, "Oh no, I'm too late. I'm too late. I'm too late." The euphoria didn't happen yet at 109,000. So $60,000 more dollars is slightly euphoric, but is that like that mega, like where everyone at work is like, "Holy shit, I gotta buy"? I don't know, but I will say this: when we break 120 and head toward 150, when we head toward 160, I think that is going to be the trigger for retail, and retail is going to finally come in at 160. So where you guys are saying 160 is the top, I say that's where retail comes in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying the euphoria stage 275, but we'll see. I might be wrong. I might be uber bullish,
guys.
We'll
see, man. We'll see.
We'll see.
But that's why you watch us, man. And then Daniel just said it, dude. You guys are awesome. That's why
right.
I love you back. To you guys. Man, we love you, dude. We love you, man. For sure. Like, for real, for real. So we appreciate you being here. Real fast, dude. I forgot to do this really, really fast, man. This is huge. I don't know if you saw this. Did you see this? Smithy Dow, dude. Smithy Dow,
I did.
Man.
Fucking bringing the doom.
Holy shit,
Doom,
bro.
Dude. It reminds me of Doom. Old school Doom. Look at that first-person shit. That is fucking awesome.
Bro, I bought a OG pass, one of the founders passes. I bought one of those at the freaking bottom of the bear market for like $5, dude. $5. Nice. And now it's like there's going to be a lot of utility for it. Yeah, man, dude. This is a game that we've been mega bullish on for a long time. And, man, they're
killing it, dude.
They are killing it. And then just really fast.
And one more thing before we go. I got to show you one more thing. But, yeah, go ahead. Play it.
This is Sokin 404, guys. So this is the game that I'm working for.
Let's
Soak and
go.
Beat Battle. Go to soakandbeatbattle.com. You can sign up for early access. DM me if you want to get, involved a little bit more. A lot of cool stuff coming, and our Zeely campaign is starting
So
soon.
do you make beats on this thing, or what? I mean, what do you actually do? Like,
yeah, there's a lot of integrations. So this is going to be beta 1.0. This is the beta 1.0 build. So right now it's mainly like a sandbox where you're running around, you're collecting music tokens, you're
that's
trying to
cool
get,
as shit.
yeah, you take the music tokens. They use the ERC 404 standard, the token standard, and so the music tokens that you're collecting will go towards buying a battle pass, a game pass to let you in the beat battle. And compete, and then, or you can upgrade your character, custom characters. It's going to be absolutely insane. And there's so much this guy is working on, dude, like hoverboards, and man, I'm blown away by it, man. I really am, dude. This is the trailer right here if you haven't seen it, but it's really cool, man. Going to be launching today sometime. I'm actually waiting to hear from him. It's going to be on Hyperplay Gaming, and we got our Zeely campaign that is about to go live in like 45 minutes. So go check that out, guys.
Dude, the graphics look freaking dope, and it's right up my alley with the beat thing.
It is so sick, dude.
I want to show you guys just one more thing real quick, because I know you saw the and stay tuned for the outro video as well, because I've edited that a little bit, not much, just had to put something else. But I want to show you guys the actual that's our normal intro, what we just played, but I wanted to show you the where the hell is it? Where in the hell is it? Okay, here we go. So check this out. This is the official that we can use when we go on other people's shows, Wes. This is it. Check this out.
Let's get it. Hold on, you're not sure. There you go. There you go. I love this. Dude, that is so sick, dude.
Yeah, dude. We're legit. We are official.
That is so sick, bro.
It's simple. It's simple, but it fits.
I love it.
It's simple and it fits. It's clean and it's got it. Our logo is so dope. You don't need all the frills and bells and whistles and shit. So
I love that, man.
Yeah, and that is cool. And then we got our outro logo, and I put the Sierra at the end of the video, like we talked about. And dude, Nick and Mick Productions in the beginning. I mean, bro, it's a new year. This is the way I see it. It's a new year. Me and Wes both are coming into 2025. We're not playing anymore, you guys. We're taking shit a little more serious. We're stepping our game up. That was just a little teaser of things to come. But the graphics, the artwork, the music, all of it for the entertainment side, the webcams, we're going to step our game up this year. And it's not going to be slept on, you guys. The production's only going to get better for us.
Yeah. Yeah, there's unfortunately, man, there's bills at play here, and you can't just quit, man. We're both going to be full-time doing this full-time, man, so it's exciting. There's a lot of things in the works, and man, I'm ready for it, dude. I'm ready for it.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, make sure you come back Thursday at 7 o'clock. We made our price target calls. Just to recap, I was saying we're going to be right around same midway point, which is around, what did I say? Probably
like 87 or something. 87.
Yeah, around 87. Wes is saying around 91, 92, possibly on the bullish side, breaking out. So those, we'll see how it plays out from now till Thursday. If you guys have any last minute calls you want to say, Daniel says 160, and then is the second pullback, then go to the top. I like that. That's closer to what I'm saying. But yeah, make your calls in the chat quickly, because we got to wrap it up. If you guys have predictions for where we're going to be by Thursday.
Let's go, man. We should start doing like some little rewards for it, man, for the
giveaways, man. Right. Whoever wins, we need to.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that we're trying to get here. But yeah, thank you guys. Daniel, thank you, man. Appreciate you being active and supporting us, man. We really appreciate that. Chatterbob, thank you for popping in. Appreciate you. GMB, obviously, man, we love you. And yeah, make sure you guys are following us on all socials at the Crypto Remora. Make sure you're following Sierra at Sierra Crypto and myself at Crypto MacGyver. Much love, and until next time, peace out.
And one fast as well. One fast.
Oh yeah, one fast. Thank you, man.
So this is the
Oh, you got some more?
I got the outro. Yeah,
yeah, that's right. Okay.
I gotta pull it up. Give me 1 sec. You know, this thing it opens it on the There we go, desktop. Okay, there we go.
Come on, man.
All right, y'all.
We had a
All right,
beautiful outro.
y'all. We got to roll the credits.
All right, bye, guys.
Roll the credits.
Later. Hold on. That was our first NFTs right there.
We got to zoom out.
Oh, shit. Forgot about that.
Well, boom.
That looks good too, man. I like the font on that.
Fade out, baby.